Hoi hoi hoi, hello hello, it is Iron Lex. I'm back from the stream, and today we're gonna we're gonna try something different. We're gonna be trying to art. It's going to be horrible. While I do draw on occasion, I usually take a lot of time, and the results are mostly subpar, regardless. So, because I got a redeem on my birthday by Nep Guy, he wanted me to draw something. He had been saving up points, he had been saving up channel points to buy Draw Fool, which makes me have to draw something. I know it says quick and bad quality, but you know what? It's the first time it's been redeemed. We're going to give it our damn best. So I'm going to dedicate this entire stream to try and draw what he wanted, which was apparently a torchic with buff hands. I don't know why that was what the first thing he wanted me to draw. Sure, we will make an attempt to draw a torchic with buff arms. We might not finish today. If so, I will finish off stream because I'm not doing this for 2 streams because it will be painful to watch. I'm sure by people. If anybody who knows how to draw well watches this, they will most likely just feel pain because I am not good at this. So first, we need a torchic. I have like some reference, so I usually do one where I have baseline. I am also using a mouse because I don't own like a drawing tablet or anything. Because why would I when I draw like something once or twice a year? I usually draw on paper as well. So it's extra difficult because I'm using a mouse, and now I'm the one drawing. We had when Mish was here on visit, we had her draw in a nerfed state, and now this is just my regular state. Who knows, maybe if I had a drawing tablet I'd be able to do something. Alright, so I also just put some lo-fi hip-hop radio thing on, because why not? I'm hoping that doesn't get claimed ever for just being on. If it does, I'll just remove the video if I try to put it up as a VOD. If it ends up being that. Alright, so how do we start? This is my problem. I don't know how to start when I draw. Ever. Like, I just like sit and like look at references and I'm like, where do you begin? Where do you start when you actually draw? Maybe I should do this one. That's my reference. Do a little bit of a pose. Don't have him standing just straight up and down. Sure, we'll do this one. Can I not pull? Usually I'm able. Is this not a PNG or something? Maybe it's not. Oh, it's a WebP. Okay. So I can't drag and drop it here. Well, sure. I was gonna have it for some minor reference on the side, but I guess we'll have it on the other screen because I guess I could swap to, instead of game capture or like specific thing capture, I could do a display capture again. Automatic, yeah. Capture cursor, yeah. Is that not... Wait, is that the wrong thing? Am I just remembering the wrong thing? Let's see. Window capture. That's probably it. No, that's also not it. I could have sworn it was display capture that was the thing. Let's see. Big source. Select the primary monitor. There we go. Okay, I think that fixed it. Alright, so we're gonna try and use this torchic as the reference on the side, and we're gonna try and give him beefy muscle arms. Somehow. So again, I do the baselines and then I start separating them in Aether with more layers. Again, my arting, very basic, very bad. If you're an up-and-coming artist, for some reason stumble upon me, don't follow anything I do. Find literally anyone else, and they will most likely guide you better than I ever could. Okay, let's just move these so that I have them both up. I also have one of just like basic muscles, so hopefully this helps enough that I can make something happen. And still see the chat. There you go. Alright, time to finally start to try and draw something. Some people say it's better to draw like this, but then I just get confused when I don't have some solid background. They also say use different colors than black and white, but I just get confused when I use other colors, so... that's a horrible circle. That is also a horrible circle. I need to also not make it too big because it has like those huge head feathers. Acceptable for now. Then down here-ish we add the like the floof around his neck. No, Dido. Perfect. Looks great. Then we have... we see, like, we get a second circle here-ish. This little, like, stump tail. That's too sharp for the tail. That's kinda it. Not great, though. Mostly similar. I think it's not as like wide though. It's like that more so, I guess. Yeah, a little bit like fatter or whatever you want to call it. Then we have way too thick. And the talons. Nope. It's like more so like this. There we go. Kinda. Here-ish. Not a hole like that. It's more like this. No. This one, kinda. This one is supposed to be sharper. You're not supposed to have as much on top of here. What's the shortcut for pencil again? B. B and E are the one I need. There, and a little bit of there, and then we do there. It's not as... just redo, because it's not as bent as that. It's a little bit more like this. Then a last like layer like that. More like that. Okay. Yeah, kinda. Then we have the head feathers. No, that's way too low. I'll do like a little like that. That looks awful. Let's do the bigger, rounder one first. It's more of a... Kind of like that. And then... There we go. Kind of like that. Oh. This is not gonna be remotely good. Alright, let's make this slightly less awful for the... Actually, this is the baselines. We go with what we have for the baselines. We'll make it better when we go to each individual part. Alright, then we have like... I made the head way too round. And, well, I made it's supposed to be a little bit more oval shaped, it looks like, so... Do like this. No. Get a little bit like that. Can we get the beak? There we go. Look at the little guy. Yeah, it's like... Colors might help it a little bit more, but it won't save it. We're just laying down the groundwork here now. Alright. So that's my basic torchic. Now to do the added thing of giving him big buff muscle arms. Let's do... I think I have to start from down here, so... This is where I'll actually add. Because I need... These are going to... go over a little bit. go, and there, one muscle arm. Let's add some of this to make it look more muscly. There we go. Look at that. Look at that muscle arm. Yeah, look at the muscles. I made them about this height, I guess. So they would come out here-ish. Yeah, about here-ish, which is here, I think. A little bit too high up on this one, I think. Yeah. About-ish. I think this one ended up a lot thicker. I didn't make it as long down, so I gotta move it a little bit more down. Oh my god, why does it do like a random... A little bit further down. I don't know. First arm looks a lot better than the second arm, honestly. I think we're just gonna redo the second arm. The right arm at least looks somewhat viable. The left one did not work out well for me. First of all, go to baseline. I noticed that there is a slight there, even though it doesn't really matter since we're gonna split them up later, but it would still be bothering me. This is a torchic who got his hands early. He can throw hands as a torchic, doesn't have to wait to become a combustion. Can I like... Okay, how would it look if I like duplicate the layer and then I flip this layer? That was the wrong way to flip it. How does this look? slight alteration to add a slight distance there, maybe? Merge layer down. There we go. Just do that. Not the worst. At least they look the same instead of as if he had two completely different arms. Oh my god. Sure. This is what we're doing. Alright, now to do each separate part, so let's name them. Left leg, right leg, left arm. So I'm gonna make this one bigger. I don't know why. Oh, didn't mean to draw there. Right arm, lower body, neck feathers. I'll just do those. That's one thing. Head, face, head feathers. Sure, that's what we'll be doing. Oh yeah, then I need at the very top colors, white shading, black shading. Calling it shading is very generous. I would say that is a very, very generous term for what I'm going to be calling shading. Alright, let's do without this. We'll see if I can make this work. Alright, so the lower body. I need to make so that the lower body is there as a whole. I kind of like the shape I did manage to do for the whole body, so I think we'll keep that. If I can manage to do that, of course. That doesn't necessarily a guarantee. So the body would be mostly so that the colors, when I do specifically for the body, has like its own area. So there we go. Lower body. Let's do right leg. Kinda want to do this one a little bit longer there. A little bit like that. We'll see how it looks if I turn off the baselines. No. Not a fan. There we go. I think that's fine. This one's a tad big. If I do this one slightly shorter, maybe. There we go. I like that one. Oh, left leg. The left leg of torchica. Okay, if I gather all pieces of torchic. Do that, and do that. to change this a little bit. It's not that sharp or whatever you want to call it. It's more of a... Oh, forgot to change to pencil. So it's more of a little like that. It's more like an extra claw than anything. There we go. Left leg. Oh yeah, I also gotta add in this so that I can more... Okay. Not bad. I think the arms can kind of stay the way I made them. And just shape them a little bit around. Alright, let's turn off these. Turn those back on. Okay, left arm on right arm. Should I just keep the arms? I do need to make more full versions so that I have more control over the coloring. So see, we do like that, a little bit more thin, and then we do this, just hide it inside the other color, inside the other lines, as best we can, hopefully. Yeah, I think that's fine. Do the same, a little bit low on that. Oh. What happened? There we go. For some reason it wasn't letting me go back for some reason. There we go. Okay, neck feathers are the things I want to improve the most, honestly, because I don't like the way I made them. So... like them a little bit better. Not as thick and as, like, in the way. I think that's fine. There we go. Alright, then the other improvement. Try and make the head less round and a little bit more like rounded. So we might have to do the neck feathers one more time because of this, but we'll work it out. Actually, I think the like kinda baseline here is fine. Okay, never mind. If only I could maintain a line. That is a horrible shape for its head. Hello, body. Goodbye, body. That was a horrible... I might have to redo the... I probably should have done the head before the neck feathers, now that I think about it, because I might just have to redo the neck feathers to fit a lot more to the body. Because see, it's a lot more like... If I start here-ish, they'll say like... Well... closer, if only I could make it look rounded and not like a misshapen, overly used like handball or whatever it's called. Egg. I start at top instead. I need kinda like this, but slightly longer. Kinda. It's a little bit more there in a sense. If I cheat a little bit. It's not round enough. Like it ends up being like not rounded enough. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the neck feathers. Cause I'm not gonna be if I'm going to try and look at it in such a way. So let's get the there's lower body. We'll need to change out this as well a little bit. But if I do a more it ends up way too big. Do you have an oval shape? Oh yeah, the circle. Maybe I should just do this. That more or less becomes what I need. Maybe we should just cheat and do that instead. Okay, let's redo where these lines are then. For the lower body. Oh, I am not using a brush, I am erasing. Head's a little bit big, but we'll live. I would be sitting here for years trying to get even remotely this shape for the actual thing. Then we need the face. So the it's very at the right side for the reference. So this is like, if I do here, the eye would be there-ish. Slightly more to the right. So kind of there-ish. Because it's like got a slight tilt like that. And the other is like all the way here. Thin, and then the beak starts slightly lower, slightly to the right, goes up, this and out. Kind of like that. Then we have a ish there. Then the tongue, and then there's shadow there-ish. Okay, I probably should have this side of the face, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, and then the head feathers, which we need to make much better than the baselines were. So, at the top, stop it a little bit there. Just erase up there-ish. Because then the third one is a little bit like that. Not that sharp. Like that. There. That. Because the head technically doesn't have like a lot of this line. Comes out a little bit like this. Okay, that's kinda it. Alright, let's see all the pieces together. I mean, I wouldn't buy this if somebody asked me to pay for it. But this is a free thing. So I think that's fine for a self-made torchic with muscle arms for the base lines and the more. So we went from, let's move the base lines of this with these. To this. Oh, did I not fucking finish the arm? What? Left arm. Oh, yeah, I did not add the details to the arms. Okay. And apparently I did not finish the left arm. Alright, so right arm. Let's add the small details. There we go. The left arm needs to actually be finished. Apparently did not do that. Don't know how I managed that, but it's me drawing, so honestly I can believe it. Alright, there we go. Small little detail there too, why not? Apparently I did this on the right leg instead of the right arm. So let's copy that. And then let's go here and remove anything that is not the leg here. Go away. Layers, how do they work? Who knows? Alright, let's make these a little bit more noticeable then. I put it back on the goddamn leg again. Alright, we're gonna have to redo the neck feathers again. Because they don't perfectly align with the head shape now. Let's get rid of the arms. So I don't get distracted by trying to draw around the arms, because these should be above the arms, so they should hide the things I don't want to show off the arms. I don't like that one. There we go. Right, let's remove these, we don't need them. Alright, I think that's good. I think we have the basics for what we want. We have OG lines and the background lines. Yeah. Once we get colors and more layered, it should help. Okay. Colors above. What order do I have them in? Left, right, left, right. Okay. Left drag. Right leg. Right, no. Left arm. Right arm. Over body. Neck. Oh. Nation. Feathers. Head. Face. Head. Feathers. Shading above. I probably should do it the way I usually do it. Just to make sure I notice. There we go, perfect. Now I won't make the mistake. Since I can't copy, I might need to get a different torchic picture. Can I get this torchic picture? Why is everything WebMP? Ugh, I hate that format because I can't fucking copy it into anything. Open image. Please, just open image. And then, of course, it's a goddamn WebMP. Everything's a goddamn WebMP now. I can't grab goddamn PNGs of Google ever because everything's... Why can't I just grab this? It works for everything else. Okay, fine. I'll download the goddamn image. Since apparently, no, we're not allowed to just save image as... No, it is all WebMP. WebBPM, or whatever the fuck it's called. I just wanted the colors of a torchic. Can I just have... Okay, this is a PNG, if nothing else. Pictures. Where did the torchic go? Did I not save it to pic... Where did I save it then? In gallery, of course. Why does this exist? I have a specific spot, I want things, and for some reason it keeps defaulting to gallery. Where did the torchic go? Where's the torchic? PNG in pictures, please. Save the goddamn thing in pictures. There it is. Alright. Add layer. Huh. Honestly, didn't expect it to be that big. I just need it here for colors, though. Sorry, you'll be a little bit thin. Here, I'll stretch out. No, I don't want to make you go over. So you're just gonna have to be a little bit thin. Just so I have the colors. Leg colors. What? Why isn't it? Did I not close them off? Oh, right. I need to do it down here. Because these aren't closed off. There we go. Now we get them. And it's the same colors for both of them, right? Like, yeah, no. Just gonna move this to the other side now that I have a torchic here. Alright, so it is the same color, so just steal that color from here. Go back down, go to the leg, click on these, wrong, there, and then right leg, just get all of them like this. I'll color in there a little bit after. No, that is the wrong thing to do. I'm not supposed to color here. God damn it, I'm so bad at remembering to actually move up and down. Alright, left leg. Color, 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 color. Color, please. There we go. Right leg. Color, 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 color. There we go. Just do a little bit of a fill-in here. Oops. There we go. This one, yeah, that one filled in nicely already. Alright, there we go. Those were the legs. Then I guess the arms will have to be the same color as the legs. There we go. The lower body. Oh. Gotta steal the color from here. That orange. Then lower body. we go. And lower body, drop the paint bucket on it. Lower body has to be beneath there. You know, I'll shift around. Right, I do the shift around eventually. When I need to make sure I get the proper things around. Right. Because I need... Damn. They should be hidden by the feathers, hopefully. I'm very bad at actually making all the things go to where they have to in the order. So we'll see how I manage. Usually I find a way to shift everything so that they actually go where I want them to. Alright, neck feathers, which are slightly different yellow. Slightly different orange, I guess. Neck feathers. Nope, that is not where I wanted it. What? Oh, I'd never closed off here. Need to close them off. That is the wrong color. Thought I swapped that back to black. Did not. There we go. Alright, now we have the neck color. Now we can get the color of the neck. Yeah. There we go. Do this, do that, and over here, neck feathers. Oh, wrong one. I'll do this a little bit. Oh, missed that slightly. Oh, did it not get colors there? Okay. Neck feather, there. There we go. Perfect. Alright, head is the same orange as the body, so that shouldn't be too big a problem. Right, the face is of course going to be behind, because that's how that works. let's like that, and then we go back to white and we swap. So very thin. Between there? Yeah. That's good. Totally. I might... Yep, no, I colored in the wrong place though. This is where the colors go, Renlex. Oopsie. There we go, close enough. And the beak. Nope, not the correct one. We'll do, there's the tongue, so we need the tongue. It's just a bit of did once again not swap where I wanted it to, so we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to go back here. We gotta go get the red color. We jump back to this, this, then this. No. Why did it change that one? Don't know. There. There we go. Then I'll swap back to this color again and fill. Want this one to be a little bit more filled out, it looks like. There we go. Shading to make that look slightly better. Hmm. There we go. Okay, I think that covered it. I think that made it look as best I can. This is still gonna bother me. We're just gonna add a very thin black line here, so that to make the illusion that the neck is properly there on the head section. There we go. Look at him. He's perfect. Alright, and then we got the inner is the same color. That was not at all what I meant to do. Everything orange. Huh? Oh, did I not make them have the... Hopefully that's enough. There we go. So, head feathers inner, then this yellow for the outer. I don't know, that looks decent. It's a torchic of some description. Alright, that should be all I need this one for, I'm pretty sure, so let's delete that, we don't need that. Now for a little, my favorite part, shading. I do that so well. So there we go, black shading, put that at like put them at like 50. We do, no, let's not, I remove this line, because I don't want there to be an actual line there. Too much. Then we just do one of these, fill it in a little bit more. Then we do this, and we take a little bit. Again, we are talking me being very bad and very basic with any sort of shading. I'm terrible at actually making it look like the light is coming from somewhere. Again, you might look like, why is he shading like that? Don't ask. I don't know what I'm doing. And then just for funsies, let's do some white shading and random places as well. Did I not fully close this one off? Guess I didn't. And can I make like, we do a very pale yellow. Let's do it the easy way. There's a star thing here, right? Yeah, star. There we go. That wasn't so painful. It doesn't look amazing or anything, but it is a torchic with buff hands. Let's see if Nep is awake. I highly doubt it. Because he's on the other side of the goddamn planet. So it's probably like super early. But I'm gonna ping him and see if he's awake so he can come by and see. If not, I'll just, you know, send it to him. But let's see if he randomly is already awake. It's probably like 7 in the morning for him or something, so I highly doubt that he'll respond. But on the off chance he does, he gets to see it live and not just, I mean, there's too much there. It just looked bad. Like, worse. It already looks bad. I don't need to make it look worse. Yeah, I think is fine. I think this is acceptable. Nobody, luckily, is here in chat today to say that this is not acceptable. Oh wait, don't do that. Close this one. Close this. Yeah, close this, close this. I don't need these anymore. It does seem like he might be asleep. That's a shame. Oh well. I think we did good with what I am able to do in terms of drawing, especially drawing it this fast. Like, no, I tend to take forever when I draw, but since this is supposed to be a speed draw thing where I just draw whatever random thing they ask for, I think this ended up turning out pretty well for me, not taking like 20 hours. Only an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, no, I think we'll call that a good piece of something. I don't know if I should give it the actual pleasure of being called art. I don't think it deserves that, but it deserves a mild hand clap, like one clap, for the attempt was made. But yeah, that will be it for today. This is a one-off thing. This was because of the channel points. The 10,000 point redeem is to make me draw something. It's called Draw Fool. So yeah, anybody that is interested to see if you're watching this for some reason on YouTube and you like, I want to make him do something dumb, then I have lots of channel points. I got, not all of them are that interesting, but we have one where I speak Munchlax for a little bit. I have something where if I'm playing a game where I do voices, you get to try and choose me a voice I do for them as best I can. You can make me do an A-R-A. I don't know if that is as wanted from a male, because usually they want it from somebody with a more feminine voice usually, but hey, maybe somebody likes, and maybe I can do a decent one. And then we have a draw. Then you can also have me without a hat. I also just realized that I put the display capture above everything. Hi, I've been hiding behind there the entire time apparently. I just realized that. Now I'm back. But yeah, you can have me in a murky hat made by Kiseki Hachi, who is credited down below. You could have me as Shotalax, which removes my beard. Or if you are a crazy person and want to save a million, you could make me become an, what do they call? Just a regular person on the camera. Instead of using this PNG to hide my awful looking self. There is very little to gain from getting to see me actually. But yeah, that has been it. Thanks to everybody who came by. Hope you all enjoyed. This is me drawing. Won't happen again unless somebody redeems the draw thing. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with gameplay instead. We'll be back with Swy. But yeah, thanks now. Have a good rest of the day, morning, evening, whatever it is in your time zone. Yeah, bye-bye.
You